This game feels like I'm taking part of a film.
It's kind of in a class of its own when it comes to entertainment.
The Last of Us must be experienced by anybody who appreciates video games.
Welcome to The Last of Us Game Nights. I'm your host, James Devaney.
And I'm Anthony Devaney. And tonight we dig into the beloved franchise and its incredible story with special guest and gaming analyst, Andrea Renee.
Hi guys, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. What's your familiarity with it? How many times you played it and how long ago?
I played part 2 when it launched, and I had a lot of really heavy emotions after finishing part 2, like most people do. When part 1 ended, it was fascinating watching how divided fans of the game were about, do we agree with his decision, do we not agree, and kind of everyone kind of taking the camp that they were in of like, how do we feel about, Joel as a character and the choices that he made.
End of part 1, we have Joel saves Ellie, but at the same time he could doom humanity from reaching a cure or a vaccine for the infection. And so this insanely selfish thing to get a second chance at fatherhood with a surrogate daughter in Ellie, you understand and empathize with that decision, but we're living with the ramifications of that in part 2.
Absolutely. I think it's a testament to just how immersive the storytelling is and how much you want to just keep playing and you want to keep finding out what happens to these characters and where the story goes, and not a lot of video games can say that.
I think that's what sets this game apart from anything else is story comes first. And someone who's obsessed with film like I am, I really do like I'm being inserted into a cinematic masterpiece.
I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. But they ain't.
Do either of you feel like you can connect or emote more with a CG character versus a real life character on movie or TV?
What I love about where motion capture and animation has gone and what Naughty Dog does, they just capture the smallest little movements that make it feel so real and so visceral.
And even the NPCs have so much life to them. And speaking of life, the characters and the acting, the performances, everyone does such a great job.
I want to stop at his house before we leave.
So what are some of your most impressive aspects you find from these games? What brings you back to play more times?
I think one of the things that's so immersive about The Last of Us in particular is the relationships, right? It's a hallmark for this franchise and these characters and how they come together and how you end up caring for characters that you thought were villains maybe, and maybe a character you thought was a hero turns out to not be as good-natured as you thought that they were, right? And that is indicative of the wonderful storytelling in this video game.
And that's what's cool about playing with the different characters. It makes you perceive the other characters' actions differently. It makes you think, is Ellie doing the right thing with what she's doing? Is Joel doing the right thing? Is Abby doing the right thing? So every time you're playing with a different character, you get a different perception of everybody's actions.
Abby, I want what you want, but not at any cost.
All right, and that's enough discussion. Let's get into the game because this is game nights after all. And Andrea, take us away.
Yeah. I remember the first time that I played this game, a friend of mine and I just kept talking about the way the snow crunched.
Yeah.
Like all the sounds that you hear in this game, there's so many wild sounds, but like snow feels like this thing that so many of us have had this visceral experience with on our own, but like it's so difficult to get something so simple right in a video game, and the fact that they made it so impactful that I was talking about it afterwards. I was like, oh my gosh, the snow crunching in that game was like next level.
Especially if you're from a cold environment. We're from Boston, so like we know what.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from North Dakota, so I feel you on the snow crunching.
Even the rain, just all so immersive, and it sounds incredible.
This is one of the most immersive moments with the red light. It was super cinematic, I remember the first time I played it.
You know what I need to do? I need to be smart here. Where do I have nothing to throw.
Yeah.
Darn it.
There's one by the little machine, the
Over
vending
here?
machine.
There we go.
Yes, there we go. This is what I need.
I love the design of the spores in the air and how they just are like kind of frozen in a way. I think it's incredible
maybe the clicker
design.
will go for him over there. Right? Oh, that's
Here we
why.
go.
See, there's 2 clickers back
Oh,
there.
They're coming. Oh yeah.
Okay,
oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
hide over here.
Good luck, guys.
Go for them.
Thing 1, thing 2 right here.
Okay, now, no, yes. Wait, come on, go, yes.
Look at
I'm
that.
gonna hide here.
I love it.
I'm hiding. Look at the clickers
This is
are
a
going
good
for
strategy.
the guys.
This is a
yes,
great
yes.
strategy.
I like this. It's a winning strategy.
You let the clickers do your dirty work.
Okay, so they all ran. because they're cowards. Okay, so I'm coming back over here.
I remember the first time I played this part, my heart rate was jacked. Look, they don't know what to do. Hey, that was great.
Nah.
Amazing.
Okay, so he's dead now. The clickers are coming for me.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
I gotta move.
They're still hungry.
Gotta reestablish stealth.
Oh, they don't even see you. This is perfect.
Right.
They're looking for you. Little do they know, you're about to. Here we go.
That's
Knife
some
'em.
great stealth.
Yeah. There's definitely no more enemies in here, right?
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
clear?
the-
One of the strategy
Yeah.
things I like
I'm
is you
good.
don't have to kill every enemy.
Yeah.
You can move on. You can even do it stealth, no one sees you, and continue the game.
But that requires so much work.
That's always my recommendation. It's fun to do stealth, but also at the same time, when you have an inventory and you have an arsenal, have fun. You bust out the flamethrower, and once you get used to the mechanics, the game allows the player to play in their own unique style. And it's a game anyone can pick up and enjoy and play. You know, you don't have to be an expert gamer. You can be a casual gamer. You can be new to gaming.
For people who have never experienced The Last of Us and who play video games and love video games, The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 are what I like to call required game playing for any video game fan, because they will forever stand the test of time as pieces of immaculate interactive art that must be experienced by anybody who appreciates video games.